Welcome back. If you're here, it means you've done the hard work of getting uncomfortable, and that's exactly where all the real growth happens. This is the full, unabridged deep dive masterclass on recognizing and dismantling psychological traps. Today, we are talking about cognitive dissonance. It sounds academic, but it is one of the most powerful, and often invisible, tools used to make you feel desperate for its solution. Simply put, it is the mental stress you feel when you hold two or more contradictory beliefs, ideas, or values at the same time. Your brain hates this discomfort. It is a primal, biological need for internal consistency. When you feel that tension, your mind immediately starts searching for an answer, a way to resolve the conflict. And that is where the exploitation begins. The goal isn't to make you think differently, the goal is to make you feel uncomfortable enough that you will desperately accept whatever solution they offer. Think about it in the context of buying something. You love your old car, it's reliable, you know its quirks. But then a salesperson introduces two facts. Fact 1, your current model is a fantastic value. And then, fact 2, but the new model has revolutionary safety features that your family deserves. Your brain instantly registers that conflict. Wait, if my old car is fine, why do I need this? That discomfort, that's the dissonance they are creating. They don't argue the facts, they just present two seemingly true, but mutually exclusive premises. And you are left trying to reconcile them. This is the contradictory premise hack. It works because it bypasses your critical thinking and hits you directly with emotional stress. If you are in a negotiation, whether it's for money, time, or commitment, you must learn to spot the moment they introduce that second, conflicting piece of information. Instead of immediately defending your original position, you must pause. You need to observe how they want you to feel, confused, inadequate, or desperate. Your first defense mechanism is to ask for clarity. Do not accept the conflict as a mystery you must solve. You need to name it. You might say, so, if X is true, and Y is also true, how do those two things coexist? This forces them to address the contradiction directly. Now, let's apply this to relationships. This is where the trap gets insidious. They don't argue about money, they argue about your sense of self-worth. They might say, you are so smart and successful, but you still make this mistake. Or, I love how much fun we have, but sometimes I feel like you don't really understand me. They are creating dissonance between your belief in yourself and their contradictory statements. You start questioning your own reality. The goal of the manipulator is to make you spend all your energy trying to resolve their conflict, leaving you exhausted and dependent on their solution, which is usually compliance. How do you break free? By refusing to solve their problem for them. You must maintain the conflict in your mind until they are forced to resolve it. When they present the conflicting facts, the but statement, do not accept it as truth. Treat it as a single, isolated premise. You must create psychological distance. Your internal monologue needs to be, I hear that statement, but I do not accept it as a full picture. In consumerism, this means recognizing that if they can't give you one consistent value proposition, if it changes based on your mood or which person is selling it, then the product itself is flawed. This applies to investment advice, too. If a guru tells you that Bitcoin is the future, but then immediately follows it with, but only if you ignore all current market regulations, they are using dissonance. The key takeaway here is that your emotional discomfort is not a sign of weakness, it is an alert. It means your internal system has detected a potential threat to your autonomy. When you feel that sudden rush of I must fix this, or I must agree with them to make the discomfort stop. That is the moment they are winning. Instead of seeking resolution from them, you must seek it internally. You are the one who resolves your own cognitive conflict by establishing boundaries and clear premises. Remember the structure: introduce two seemingly true facts, A and B. Force the conflict. and then refuse to accept the solution they offer. By understanding how your brain is wired to seek consistency, you take back the power. You move from being a reactive participant in their psychological game to an objective observer. This awareness is your ultimate defense mechanism. It allows you to see the subtle manipulation at play in every interaction, the sales pitch, the argument, the commitment. The next time you feel that deep, unsettling need to agree with someone just to make the tension stop, remember this lesson. That feeling is not agreement, it is compliance. You are not obligated to resolve their conflict. Your only job is to maintain your psychological integrity and recognize the pattern of exploitation. Mastery isn't about having all the answers, it's about recognizing when someone else is trying to make you feel like you need an answer that doesn't exist. Keep practicing this pause. When the pressure mounts, when they hit you with that conflicting but, take a breath and simply observe the mechanics of the manipulation. This is the blueprint for mental freedom. It requires effort, but it gives you back your most valuable asset, your uncompromised judgment. Now go out there and look for the dissonance. Look for the moment when two seemingly true things are being forced to coexist without a logical bridge. And refuse to build that bridge for them.